Namo Buddhaya. Imagine you're stranded in the middle of a vast ocean, and you're waiting for a lifeboat to appear on the horizon. You look around, hoping that someone, somewhere, will come and save you. Now, what if I told you that this lifeboat you're waiting for will never arrive? The hard truth is, you are the lifeboat. This is the profound wisdom Buddha shared when he said, "Oneself is one's own refuge." You may have heard this before, but have you truly understood the depth of this message? Today, we dive into one of the most inspiring and controversial teachings of the Buddha that could change the way you see your life forever. In this video, we explore one of the most impactful teachings of the Buddha, where he emphasized that no one else can be your refuge but yourself. This idea may feel overwhelming at first. After all, we live in a world where we often seek help, guidance, or salvation from others. Whether it's a loved one, a mentor, or even a spiritual leader, we believe that someone else can lift us out of our struggles. But Buddha shattered this illusion with his wisdom, reminding us that ultimately, we are the ones who must walk the path to our own salvation. Buddha's powerful teaching centers around self-reliance and self-discipline. He taught that even though guides and teachers like himself can show the path, no one else can walk that path for you. This can be a daunting realization, but it's also liberating because it puts the power of your life back into your hands. You are not dependent on others for your happiness or spiritual awakening. Expanding the story with personal opinion. Let's reflect on the broader implications of this teaching. In today's world, we are bombarded with external solutions, whether it's self-help books, therapy, motivational speakers, or even social media influencers. We expect someone else to provide us with the answer to our problems. However, Buddha's statement forces us to turn inward. It compels us to realize that the journey of self-discovery and growth must be internal. Take anxiety or depression, for instance. Many of us, when struggling with mental health, turn to professionals, friends, or family for support. And while these individuals can certainly guide us, the truth remains that the real healing comes from within. You must face your thoughts, process your emotions, and develop the resilience to navigate through life's hardships. This is not to undermine the importance of external support systems, but rather to highlight that their role is limited. Buddha's statement is both empowering and intimidating because it removes the comfort of relying on others for our emotional and spiritual well-being. It reminds us that we are our greatest healer. You can have the best therapist, the most supportive family, and a vast number of friends, but none of these will be able to save you if you don't put in the work yourself. Your mind, your thoughts, and your actions are the tools you must sharpen to shape your own reality. Specific example in the middle. Let's take the example of someone who has faced immense adversity. Viktor Frankl, the renowned psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl describes how, even in the most horrendous conditions of Nazi concentration camps, what kept him alive was his inner will and mental resilience. No external force could save him. Only his internal resolve helped him survive the unimaginable. This is precisely what Buddha meant. Your mind, your discipline, and your determination are what will guide you through even the most painful experiences. Frankl had every reason to give up, but he didn't. Why? Because he understood that the path to survival and eventually to peace lay within his own thoughts and mindset. His journey is a living testament to the Buddha's words, "Oneself is one's own refuge," exploring the concept of self-discipline. A major aspect of this teaching is self-discipline. In Buddhism, self-discipline is not just about controlling your actions, but understanding the underlying motivations behind them. It's about cultivating the right mindset and making conscious decisions that lead to inner peace. Self-discipline, according to Buddha, is a form of compassion towards yourself because it ensures that you stay on the path of spiritual growth. But self-discipline isn't just for monks or those on spiritual retreats. It's for all of us. It's the discipline to get up every day and meditate, even when you don't feel like it. It's the discipline to practice kindness, even when you're frustrated. It's the discipline to face your inner demons rather than running away from them. And it's this practice of self-discipline that Buddha says will lead us to refuge. Not a refuge offered by others, but a refuge found within ourselves. A modern-day take on Buddha's wisdom. In today's fast-paced world, where we are constantly bombarded with distractions and quick fixes, Buddha's teachings are more relevant than ever. We are told that happiness can be found in material wealth, relationships, or external achievements. But these sources of happiness are fleeting. The true, lasting refuge can only be found within. The peace that comes from self-awareness, self-discipline, and self-reliance. We often look to others for validation, approval, or even solutions to our problems. Social media amplifies this, giving us a constant comparison with others' lives. But Buddha's teaching urges us to break free from this cycle. Instead of looking outward, we need to focus inward. Ask yourself, am I waiting for someone to save me? If the answer is yes, then Buddha's wisdom is the wake-up call you need. Ending with a summarizing lesson. In the end, the core message of this teaching is one of empowerment. Buddha's words, "Oneself is one's own refuge," are not just a statement, but a call to action. It's a reminder that you hold the keys to your own freedom, happiness, and spiritual growth. Yes, life can be challenging. Yes, we can and should seek guidance and support from others, but ultimately the path is yours to walk. So, what can you do today to become your own refuge? Start small. Practice mindfulness. Be aware of your thoughts and emotions. Cultivate self-discipline in your daily habits. And most importantly, remember that you have the power to transform your life from within. Buddha's teaching may seem daunting, but it's also deeply freeing. It tells us that we are not powerless. We are in control of our lives, our happiness, and our spiritual journey. The next time you find yourself waiting for someone to save you, remember, you are your own refuge, and that is a power greater than any external force.